right, welcome back. JKS Podcast episode number 10. The big 1-0. We made it, boys. How you doing?
Not bad. How are you, man?
Yeah, pretty good. Could you think back 10 weeks ago? Did you really think we would be here?
No, I thought we were doing 2 episodes max.
Before we just never did any ever again. Yeah, no, look at us go. This is probably the most consistent I've ever been on a commitment ever.
You're consistent in losing money in gambling. Apart from
Oh,
today, you
wow.
whined a
Yeah, you
bit.
can't
We'll get to
say
that a bit
that.
later.
Any other week you could have said that.
Yeah, no.
Not today, baby. It's been a good day. I hate myself a little less than normal, so living life. Feeling good?
That's big.
Yeah, very big. So what's going on with your days, boys? How you been? Good?
Yeah, good. Loving the feedback we're getting for the pod.
Yep, I did see those today. So we had a couple of videos with a couple of comments, mostly just about Mr. Andrew Tate. Can you believe it?
Our boy.
Yeah. So we got a bit of backlash. I called them Tater Tots, and I don't think the Tater Tots like that. The Tater Tot army attacked one of our shorts, made comments that the Tater Tots were more educated than me. They might be 12, but they're more educated than me. You're not wrong.
Is that wrong? No.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against them.
That's right. We had someone attack our views. Oh, like, yeah, at least he gets views. I can't remember exactly the comment. They had a point. He's right. And then they destroyed me again with another one. What was the other comment? That was the best comment, I think.
You had no girlfriend, which is true. You have a fiance.
Yeah, very true. That was on the video where I was complimenting the Overwatch physics. Yeah, look, the main sentiment is that the Tater Tots do love defending Andrew Tate. You know how much it disappoints me? I thought I made a mistake of assuming that all Andrew Tate fans are 12 years old. Apparently that's not the case, and there's some adults out there that are dumb enough to actually support Andrew Tate. Can you believe that?
That can't be right.
I'm going to break some fucking hearts here, but you guys know Andrew Tate's a character, right? Like, he's made a character for clicks. Like, he's not a real person. This guy's not a role model. Like, if you idolize this guy, you believe what he says more than he does.
Are you saying Andrew Tate University isn't real?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
They're not real degrees.
It was a pyramid scheme. Like, do you fuckwits know what a pyramid scheme is? Like, he's just trying to make money off you. It doesn't even mean anything that he says.
So Nippler's law degree from Tate University isn't real.
It is definitely, yeah, look, it's definitely not going to get you where you want to be in life, Nips. You need to continue to, play Rocket League. That's likely to be more
I
successful.
need to make some phone calls.
What if people like Andrew Tate and view him as a role model because he's good at kickboxing?
Oh,
You ever thought about that, Sean?
Look, that's probably like...
I'm sure most of the Tater Tots are fans of his kickboxing career.
Yeah, look, I guess, that's one redeemable trait about him. But that's actually, that's something that he actually did, right? So, you can look at, what he's actually done. The stuff that people quote is just, things that he says for outrage. He doesn't even mean all the shit that he says. He just says it because it gets views. So, these people idolizing him, like I said, they believe that stuff more than he does. He's just saying it to get views. He's not a kickboxer. Andrew Tate is obviously a kickboxer. But, this Andrew Tate that people idolize, it's not the kickboxer. It's the fucking misogynistic, body count guy with all the cars and the money and all that stuff. And it's I think the comment said it was he's turning boys into men. That's, the most toxic rhetoric ever. That, you need cars, money, body count, all that stuff to, be a man. That's, it's ridiculous. I fucking hate that guy. He gets me so triggered.
That's all good points. So my question is, how do we get in on this drift? How do we get that money?
I guarantee you he's not as rich as he seems. As he plays off. You want to be rich like Andrew Tate. I guarantee he's not that rich.
Yeah, you reckon he just rents a Lamborghini or something for a day and takes a couple pictures?
100%. All those cars you see in music videos, not just Andrew Tate, they're all rentals. I mean, there's absolutely people out there with big money off of the entertainment industry for sure. But a minority of them actually own those cars. Like those like 1 in 100 Lamborghinis you see in the music videos and all that stuff. They're all leased. They're all like rented vehicles. They don't actually own these things.
I reckon he would be loaded. He's earning enough passive income through his different means of media, and he would have a bit of investments like happening in the background.
Well, if it's media, that cash flow is definitely slowed down now that he's cancelled. Sucks to be him. No, he gets all his money off of like illegal casinos. They're not illegal, but like casinos that he acquired through like whatever activity. And he started off with like a webcam business and like, yeah, I'm sure he's got cash. But there's no way like he's as rich as he like portrays himself. Like he portrays himself as like this mega 100 millionaire, right? There's no way he's got $100 million.
Hater.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Anyway, look, if you're an adult, I'm not attacking the actual 12-year-olds that support him. Like we've all been like supporters of some like pretty cringy shit, and you wake up one day and you look back and you hate yourself for the things you said and whatever the stuff that you support. I'm attacking like the adults who actually idolize this guy, because like to have like you have no self-respect in yourself. If you get swayed and like roped in by every confident person on the internet, you're not going to have a single belief that you believe yourself. Like this guy is like a woman beating the dickhead. He's a misogynist. He's like one of the worst people that the internet's ever seen. Like his impact is insane. And to like support him and like, yeah, be a tater tot, right? And commentate W and everything. Like, fuck. I'd pick anybody else.
He said he's not a misogynist.
Yeah, oh, you're right.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, we got that one wrong.
Yeah, my speech is debugged. Fuck. I should have fact checked myself. My God. Anyway, that's my message back to the tater tots. Fuck you guys. But definitely leave comments. I really like it.
Yeah, that's the most engagement we've got. So
Yeah.
we'll talk about Andrew Tate every week from now on.
Literally, the intro to every episode's me going on a speech about Andrew Tate. What's our first actual topic, Jetty? Fuck Andrew Tate. I'm done.
I think it's Adriana Chechik-Twtichcon.
Oh yeah, do you guys know who that is?
That's the game streamer and nothing else.
I do not know who it is, so
Oh really?
no.
Don't Google it. She's a
Okay.
ex adult star turned Twitch streamer.
Okay.
But there's this like, so they had TwitchCon recently, so a couple of weeks ago now. It's a bit old news, but they had this ball pit or like foam pit at TwitchCon that was like 2 foot deep. So it was really, really shallow, and all these people got injured. So there was one lady like dislocated her knee, another guy that was like complaining about back pain, and then Adriana Chechik, whose is like the most severe injury. I've got a clip here that I'll show you. But she ended up breaking her back in 2 places, and needed to have spinal fusion surgery like 48 hours later from this ball pit at TwitchCon.
You can see the concrete.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah, I'll put it back a bit. And she's obviously
Just-
like writhing in pain. It doesn't look as bad as like, it doesn't look like a broken back.
She can't move though. That's fucked.
Yeah, it looks like it hurt, right? But yeah, just straight onto it, a lot more solid than.
You can see from like the lack of bounce when she hits the ground. There's no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just not enough. And then they were like looking at the schematics of it. It's literally like 2 foot deep. Normally a ball pit's like got a trampoline on the very bottom and it's like 6 feet,
yeah.
at least. But yeah, she's not the only one that got hurt. But spinal fusion surgery like 48 days later. And I saw a really funny comment on Twitter. It was Adriana Chechik had her back blown out today, but this time by a Twitch foam pit. Tasteless comment. Yeah, I don't support that. That comment whatsoever.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't.
Back down.
No. So do you reckon she's gonna sue him?
Oh, for sure.
You'd have to, right? Because they have those like islands in the middle that make it look like they want you to jump into it.
Yeah, well they were doing like I don't know if it's called a lightsaber battle, but like whatever. They were like lightsaber battling with these like big foam things trying to hit each other off into the pit. So like it's designed to be fallen into. Yeah.
She'll get a big paycheck out of this.
Problem is she probably signs like some kind of waiver or something before the event, I guess. But how much can those waivers actually cover? Like surely they can't stop somebody like at least claiming medical costs or something, right?
Love her commitment to it though, to the
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah, it was, did the splits in the air.
Yeah, and then she tried to roll it off like a champ afterwards, and then
Yeah,
couldn't move.
she tried to laugh it off, and yeah, you can say what you want about it, but she's definitely an entertainer, right? No, she takes the piss out of herself too. Like she tweeted saying that she was finally able to pee again, so she's hoping that she'll be able to squirt soon. They should not take it herself too seriously.
Till they go to court.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, she's not the only one who did it. So
Someone else break something.
yeah, some lady dislocated a knee off the exact same ball pit, doing a similar thing, so falling in.
Then they're like, yeah, let's just keep going. No
Yeah,
need to
or
change anything about what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly, right? Pretty crazy. It's a company that would like source this foam pit to Twitch for like the event. So I can't imagine Twitch is going to be what gets sued. Maybe the actual foam pit company gets sued. But yeah, safe to say that won't be making an appearance at the next TwitchCon.
What were they thinking?
Yeah, or
It's
like
one block of foam.
yeah, pretty bad, right? Like maybe someone should have tested it. I don't know.
Niffler.
Bring me in.
You should have tested it for him, Nibs. Got paid for it.
Imagine your fragile lower back trying to jump on that.
Yeah, my family doesn't have a good history. But you want to send in a fragile spine to test it out, so put me in there.
Very true, very true. Yeah. You'd actually injure your back just trying to step over into the foam pit though.
That is true.
Yeah. Have some
On the car ride there, they'll go over a bump and I'll break my back in 2 places.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of car rides, can I show you another video before you move to the next topic, Jetty?
Of course.
I found it today. So there's this. It's a little bit long. It's like a minute 30, but it was on Reddit. Public freakout. There's this lady on the freeway in America, and I'll show you the clip. Hang on, get the sound going.
I'd be freaking out as well.
Holy shit.
So just to explain what we're watching a lady on the freeway in a car, but she has 3 wheels. So one wheel's fallen off completely, and her boot is completely open. She's just driving.
She's decided not to slow down or pull over.
And like controlling it remarkably well, like as if she's not pulling into other lanes. She's just staying dead center, driving along.
Is she even breaking any laws at the moment?
I would think so.
The car wouldn't be roadworthy.
She's so
What's this?
casual.
Wait for this.
She looks so casual.
She just waves at him. So the guy filming pulls up beside her and like gets her attention,
Yeah.
tells her to get off the road, and then she just looks at him, waves, and just keeps driving like she had no idea. But the guy's now caught up with her at a scene of something.
Oh.
So the
Doing
video
all the
ends.
drugs.
Yeah, video ends with she getting out of the car and then him like moving it on the seat, and there's like 3 pills there.
Some
Well, 2
powder.
pills. Yeah, 2 pills of powder. Definitely on drugs. Just like a middle-aged woman. Looks like a standard mum. Like doesn't look like there's anything wrong with her, right?
Yeah, just like a suburban mom.
Yeah. That's just on too many bloody learning tablets for her kids or something.
Learning tablets.
All right, what's up next, Jettykins?
Rings of Power
Here we go.
finally finished.
Here we go.
Season finale is done, and holy shit, it is bad.
What? No way. The reviews I read were like, calling it out. Said it was really good.
Nope, just nope.
Did
Okay,
you watch
before
it? Did you actually watch it?
Yeah, I started writing a list down of everything I hated about the show. I got to like 80 things.
Okay, before you do, did you see it, Nebs?
I stopped watching at episode 6, so I haven't seen the last 2.
Okay, all right. Well, I've seen like a fair few clips. What I saw was really good. I was hoping you would come in and be like, "Yeah, I watched it and it was awesome." All right, hit us with your list, Jetty.
Just before we start, Nicola, why did you stop watching it?
I've just been really busy.
It's not what you said to me before.
Oh no!
Say it.
Look, it's not a great show. It's good.
Oh.
It's a solid 7 out of 10. It's just the characters are kind of boring, and They're all scattered around. There's no focal point.
Oh
You
no.
know what? It's hard watching House of the Dragon and Rings of Power at the same time because House of the Dragon is so much better.
Bugger. Okay, but it's not terrible, right? Like it's not great and not worth finishing apparently, but not terrible, yeah?
It's not terrible, no.
Okay.
Jed is overreacting.
Yeah, nice. I just wanted to get that affirmation before Jed continues with his slander.
Okay. Read out.
You want me to read through the list?
I kind of do.
Fuck. All right. All right. Just feel free to butt in whenever, because it's going to be a long
No,
ride.
we're just gonna let you go.
How long is the list?
It's 74 things.
What?
And counting.
Hit it.
Holy! If I hear you turn a page, I'm interrupting you.
It's it's not in order, but and upon looking at it, Galadriel seems to be a big issue of the show, so she'll come up a few times. But yeah, feel free to butt in. All right,
Okay.
number 1, Galadriel is on a vendetta mission for her brother. She never mentions that she's got 2 other brothers that are dead as well. So yeah, she doesn't mention until episode 7 that her husband is also dead.
You're gonna have to move through them quicker than this.
Yeah, I'm just saying. There's a screaming match between Halbrand and Galadriel, who's meant to be this ethereal person. But yeah, anyway, there's sexual tension between Halbrand and Galadriel. Sorry about spoilers as well, people.
Oh yeah, isn't Halbrand? Isn't he
Yeah.
Sauron?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a part of your critique?
No, actually, I'll try to be like as law friendly as possible, like not care about the law, but sometimes it's so bad that it's actually cuts through.
Right.
Yeah, number 4, the half-wits are boring.
Bro, I back that.
Hang on. I'm interrupting. It is very rude to call Nippler boring when he's in the call.
What? You call him
You
a
said-
half-wit?
You don't even know what
You
a
said the
half-foot is, but you'll.
Why would you call him boring? Very rude.
sorry.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, the half-wits are evil. They say they always stick together, but they have a book of people they leave behind and laugh at them.
And now
So-
you're evil, Nips. You're dumb and you're boring and evil. Okay, next.
There's stupid characters, stupid-looking characters. There's a character that looks like Eminem in there.
Oh, actually?
Yeah,
Right.
everyone's calling her Feminem.
Oh my god. Okay, alright, keep
Uh,
going.
Galadriel is meant to be 6'4". She's like 5 foot in here.
Oh my god. Did you hang on a
Can you
minute?
imagine if she was 6'4" just walking around? How off-putting that would look.
But also, like, how do you know she wasn't 6'4" in the show?
Well,
True.
she's tiny.
Maybe everyone else is just really big.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Number 8, she's a psychopath, so she wants to commit genocide on like a whole race. It's not very nice.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound nice.
Number 9, the show has inconsistencies all the way through. Number 10, a leaf falling wakes up the Balrog, and the Balrog's not meant to wake until the 3rd age.
Oh my god. Okay, stop. So did you watch the episode? So you got 76 points. Like, did you watch it? Like, how do you
Yeah.
watch and take 76 notes?
Yeah, I can just think of this stuff off the top of my head. Like when I was writing stuff down, I just got a notepad out and stared writing.
So you
and this is
really
what
just
came
like
to my head.
you really just like hate watched the last
Yeah.
episode. Alright, just with a handful more, a couple more.
Oh man, there's so many. All right, number 11, the Numenor armor has moobs, so man boobs on the armor. It's dumb.
Book ever say it doesn't? That could be law-friendly.
Very true.
Just looks stupid.
Yeah, hang on, you have to cater to all body types though.
But there's 3 different types of armor for the Numenorians. One's female, one's male, and one's somewhere in the middle, I think. But
Yeah.
the sizes of the breasts change for the different types, but there still are, yeah, and the saggy as well
Okay.
for the male armor.
The armor I would need. I'd need armor with moves. So you're attacking me directly right now.
Yeah, I know.
Don't feel bad because I would pay quarter price for mine because I'm that skinny. Like I wouldn't need a full set of armor. They charge me quarter price. Alright, go on.
12 side characters add nothing, so there's an elf that dies, don't even know his name. Isildur's friend, white friend who dies. Nori's sister, don't know. Isildur's sister's boring as. 13, there's inconsistent gore, so sometimes it like cuts off, nothing's shown. Sometimes it's like really in depth, like someone's legs cut off, bleeding, someone's on fire, in pain. Yeah.
What is that? I've noticed that in other TV shows as well. That's really
Yeah.
weird.
It's like they don't know who the audience is for.
All right, hang on. Okay, so I feel like the quality of your critiques would definitely drop off. Like you'd start to just like write random stuff. I want to hear like the last 5. See how petty they get.
Alright, number 70, unfinished storylines. So in the last episode, there's the 7th episode, there's Isildur and he's like trapped in a fire, and that's the last of his storyline. But he survives, so it's kind of dumb.
But there's more seasons coming, right?
Yeah, but it's dumb because he's like one of the only characters definitely survives all the way through. So like you
Okay.
don't need to add that suspense to his character. And
Oh, I see what you're saying. Fair enough.
episode 7 as well, there's Balrog that awakes, and they don't show it again at all.
So how do you
yeah.
know it awakes?
Because it wakes in the 7th episode, and then they never show it again.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, like I mean that's a really cool thing to have in a show. They just don't show. Maybe they ran out of budget. You going?
71, the show is called Rings of Power, but they didn't focus on the rings the whole time until the last like 15 minutes of the season.
Later seasons we'll get into that.
All right, mate.
They're setting it up.
There's 2 years before the next series. No one's going to care or remember the storylines.
Hang on a minute. So they're focusing on the rings. So House of Dragons isn't a show about houses. Are you going to critique that?
It is though. It's about.
I've seen a couple castles. I haven't seen that many houses.
But the house refers to the family lineage.
No, I think it's referring to houses.
Right, mate.
Yes. Dragons don't have houses; they have like caves.
Well, I mean, they should if the show's called House of Dragons. It should be a house filled with dragons.
Never been a dragon house.
I understand what you're saying, Jetty, that it's figurative, but maybe, I don't know, maybe the Rings of Power is figurative as well. You don't actually have to see the rings.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
right.
like circles of people that are in
Yeah.
power.
Circles of power.
Keep going.
Galadriel
Yeah.
survives a volcano blast to the face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My kind of woman.
Uh,
Does she actually, though?
Yeah.
but do they show the lava like blasting her?
Yeah. It's so Mount Doom erupts and like, yeah, blasts her to the face. Half the other people are on fire. She's fine.
Well, she's got a ring, right?
Not yet.
Oh. Okay, I can't explain that one.
Yeah.
Next.
And then they just do a whole light versus dark thing with her and Sauron, which is very Star Warsy.
I really liked the cinematography on the clips though. When they're on the raft and then they did the there was like I don't know how to explain it. They started looking at them but then like panned it upside down and then you saw like a different shot in the reflection. That was really cool.
Yeah, it is a really good looking show.
What kind of shits me the most? Yeah, it's a good looking show. There's no doubt about that. But what shits me the most is the whole show's premises is based off a coincidence of Galadriel wanting to jumping off the boat in the middle of the ocean, and then Halbrand / Sauron finding her in that ocean.
Oh, right, so they closed the loop on that. So I remember like your first critique of the show was that she jumped into the ocean and somehow swam back. So they closed the loop on that. Like Sauron found her.
Yeah, that was in the
Right.
first episode though.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean they just yeah.
But like,
Okay.
how did he know she was going to be in the middle of the ocean?
Well, maybe that gets explained as well.
It didn't. And then how did he know that she was going to jump into the ocean? How did he know where she was going to be?
Isn't he like a demigod or something? I don't know Lord of the Rings lore that much, but he's some sort of like
You're about to like face the wrath of Jed saying that. I
some
think.
sort of like demigod mystical being.
Yeah.
He's like an equivalent of an angel, a fallen angel.
Well, I mean, come on. Angels can fly pretty quick. Maybe he just like scoured the whole ocean and found her.
Uh-huh.
Hey, okay, hang on. So if you didn't have the issues that you have with the law, I don't think you're actually able to do this. I was going to say, like, remove those problems. Would you say the TV show's okay?
Objectively, it's got so many flaws in it, though.
Right, yeah, see, I didn't think you were.
Just logically. And yeah.
They focus on way too many different groups of people. Like the half-foots. They really didn't need to focus on them at all. So it's all pretty scattered. That's my main critique.
Before I continue with this joke, you're saying half-wits, right?
Half-foots.
Oh, my joke would have made no sense before. I thought you were saying half-wit. Like, dumbass, like half-wit. when I was like,
I
yeah,
thought
why are you
there's a
talking about?
group of people called the half-wits.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, why are you talking about nipple like that? And I was about to make another joke. I'm glad I checked because yeah, not very applicable now. My bad. Wait, so why are they called half foot?
That's just what they called, man.
They're like hobbits, but from a different region, and they all look like gypsies and have Irish accents.
And then the Irish people got offended because they all sounded Irish.
Yeah, I'd probably get offended too. Although they're like, yeah, their spokesperson is a leprechaun. Like, how offended could they be?
Yes, go off and be Irish.
No. I like Irish people. I like their whiskey. So I'm just going to leave that alone. And I'm a fan of Conor McGregor, so I'm good. Me and the Irish are tight. Don't tell him I actually hate Conor McGregor. All right. We get it. You hate the show. I really wish I watched that YouTube video that was like summarized why Rings of Power is the greatest show ever made.
I reckon I actually watched that video you said, Sean. It was like it was ironic.
Oh, it was parody.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that sucks. I'm glad I didn't watch it then.
What is going on with Alex Jones?
Oh, you guys haven't heard it? Have you heard about what's going on with Alex Jones?
I have heard that he got sued for like 100 billion or like a shitload of money, right?
Yeah, so $965 million he got sued for.
It's not a small amount.
I don't know if you're familiar with the context, and I won't summarize it at depth because it's like a really sensitive topic. But so like back in like 2013, 14, I don't remember the exact year, there was a school shooting at Sandy Hook. So a bunch of kids died, a bunch of teachers, like it was pretty fucked up. But then Alex Jones on his podcast came out and said that he thinks it might be a conspiracy theory and that the ACT government maybe funded the shooter and bought him the weapons to like stage the school shooting, or maybe the school shooting was staged. He then accused like the parents of the dead children of like faking it, maybe being actors, actresses, and just like said a whole bunch of random shit. But then his fans harassed the parents of the dead kids. So we had like people turning up at their houses, knocking on the door, accusing them of being actors, whilst they're like mourning their children. One of the houses got shot at literally by Alex Jones's fans, like pretty brutal stuff. And over the last couple of years, there's been a defamation lawsuit filed against Alex Jones by all of the parents, or a lot of the parents. I guess people could elect in and out. And yeah, the courts awarded costs and yeah, ruled in their favor. So throughout all of the parents that were a part of the lawsuit, they all got money awarded to them. So it wasn't, yeah. So like in the accumulated total was $965 million that he has to pay back the families of these kids.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Does he have that much money?
No, of course not. No. They won't ever see that money either. But like, I think it's more about the premise of it and whatever. Maybe they'll see a little bit, like each family will see a little bit, but yeah, they're definitely not going to see $1 billion. Probably go bankrupt or something.
For those who don't know, who is Alex Jones?
He's a conspiracy theorist in the US. So he, like just about every major conspiracy theory, he's fully in on it.
Yeah, or not fully in on it, as in like, yeah, he reports on it and he's like, yeah, gets stuck in this like, yeah, conspiratorial mindset on basically everything. He's just like a extremist, right-winged, like political commentator.
It can be very entertaining. Like obviously this is terrible what he did here, but if you watch some of his clips, they're pretty funny. Like this one where he says the water's turning the frogs gay. And just convinced.
Yeah, like he said that unironically as well. Like he, anyway, it actually ended up being true as well. Like I don't want to sound like I'm parodying any of Alex Jones's crazy theories, but there was something going on in some water system somewhere in America, and when the frogs drank it, they had sex with other male frogs, and it literally turned the frogs gay. But the clip, out of context,
is
is
hilarious, and he's saying that they're doing it on purpose, and they want to turn everyone gay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like that was them testing it. Like they were testing it on the frogs before they send it out to the general public. I think he said it was a way to enforce population control. So like if they would make people gay so that people have less babies.
That's a big thing, isn't it? It's the globalists are trying to control the population.
Yeah, like the easiest way to say it is just an extremist an extreme conspiracy theorist. But he's also really articulate, really polarizing, super entertaining. Like his podcast with Joe Rogan, for example, are some of his biggest ones, or Joe Rogan's biggest ones. Like I really enjoy watching them as well. Like obviously, this is an exception, the Sandy Hook stuff, but yeah, like he's very entertaining to watch.
The Joe Rogan one is great because he would say something crazy and then Joe would just, look it up.
Yeah,
Get me to look it up. And then half the time there's like a little nugget of truth in what he was saying.
I don't want to say his name again, but it's the same as Andrew Tate. It's like they find a point that like has a nugget of truth, but then just go like crazy on it for clicks. I think Alex Jones does it because he genuinely believes it. Like he gets stuck in these rabbit holes of like conspiracy. So he's not blowing it up for clicks, I don't think, or maybe he is. I think he just really does believe these insane conspiracy theories.
I think he believes it too. I think that's why it's so entertaining to watch because you're watching someone who completely believes what he's
Yeah.
saying.
Like he's crazy. Like you hear his rants. Like he's a maniac. He's nuts. Yeah, nuts. And he got himself in trouble with this one for sure. Like there's probably like a talking point about this though. He did oh my god, I'm not defending him here. I'm just playing maybe devil's advocate, but he did apologize for the things that he said. He like rescinded them, like he took them back. Years and years before the families threatened to sue him. Like he admitted that he was wrong. He was like, I think he said something along the lines of, or to the effect of, that he was stuck in every conspiracy theory and he thought everything was a conspiracy theory, and that he was completely wrong on the Sandy Hook stuff. But anyway, too little too late at that point. Like the families had already been approached and harassed and all that stuff. So it is what it is.
Edit this to make it sound like you've defended him.
Please don't do that. Absolutely
Now it's
not.
going to his head.
Absolutely not defending him. It's just there's a talking point to be had about like the responsibility somebody with a platform has over their viewership or like their viewers. And it's like if we say something that somebody interprets a certain way and then they go and do something as a result of that, like is the content creator responsible in some way?
Yeah, in this case, it's probably him. He was saying this stuff for years, right?
Yeah.
It was like one of his main talking points for years, and he knew people were doing shit. I don't know if he
Yeah.
was encouraging it or not, or just, turning a blind eye, but he
Very
knew that people were getting harassed, but he just kept going on with it.
Yeah, very true. And I guess like that just says like case by case basis, right? Like you just like in this case, like yeah, it's pretty blaringly obvious that like he could have done things to prevent it or say less, right? But yeah. Anyway, that's the big talking point at the moment. Like a lot of the right-winged political commentators on YouTube at the moment are saying that it's like an attack on the First Amendment and blah blah blah, like they always do. In that, like you can't sue somebody for sharing an opinion. Like you never said that it was factual. That it was. Anyway, yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I guess you can't incite violence, or I don't know if he was inciting violence, though. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the actual charge was.
Yeah, well, it's just defamation. So like, was it
Right, just
defamation?
defamation.
Yeah, I'm 99%.
That makes sense, actually. If he was accusing the parents of being actors, then yeah, that's defamation.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Like defamation is notoriously difficult to prove in court as well. So for the judge to, but apparently there's a whole bunch of squirrely business happening. Like he was prevented from talking and saying like certain things in the court, and, like not defending himself to the fullest. But which is what all the right wing people are running with. But yeah, defamation is really hard to prove. So if they did manage to rule against him, then they probably had enough to do it. But I was watching his podcast where he was talking about it afterwards, and he's like ultra confident in like appealing it, and he has this plan for if like the appeals don't work and it does rule against him, like his business operates at basically a cost at the moment, so anything that they receive they'll trickle down to the families over the next 2 years or something, and he'll file bankruptcy and blah blah blah, and then just kind of escape the debt in like the next 2 years. So he does like yeah, it doesn't impact him at all. But yeah, pretty crazy.
Nuts, yeah. He used to be so much fun to watch, but yeah,
Spiraled.
Spiraled for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting too talking about Andrew Tate. Like they're both being cancelled from and like deplatformed. They're probably like two of the biggest like most popular people to get deplatformed, right? And like you compare the two, they're both doing the same thing. Like they're like spreading toxic rhetoric, and one platform removed them, and then the rest followed suit. Like, yeah, it's pretty easy to get deplatformed these days, I guess.
Well, I don't know if it's easy, but it's it can happen.
It's good to know that it can happen. Maybe it'll stop more Andrew Tates from generating. Who knows? But that being said, the KKK still has a Twitter page, so
That's crazy. Yeah.
they have a Twitter page and Andrew Tate doesn't. Like, come on.
Yeah, that shit doesn't make sense. Like, why? How can you justify that?
Yeah, it's just noise. Like, it's these like, yeah, media companies, like they hear noise and they worry about their brand and it's affecting advertisements, so they ban them. And apparently, the KKK being on their platforms doesn't. Like, doesn't create enough noise. So, anyway, there you go, Tater Tots. I defended your idol. You're welcome. I did also kind of compare him to the KKK, but just in the sense that they're online and he isn't. So, I'm not calling him racist. Just a woman beating misogynist.
So, She-Hulk, boys, did you guys watch the final? That casual?
Yeah, very. No, that was good. Yeah, She-Hulk. So, did you watch the finale, Nips?
I have not watched the finale or any previous episodes.
Right. Okay. Look, I'll be honest. I haven't watched it either. I just watched like highlights and a review of the last episode before the pod, but it looked wild. So she breaks the fourth wall on like a handful of occasions in there. So is like the fourth wall is where like you acknowledge the viewer in a show.
Yeah.
So she turns to the camera at one point and says something, but then jumps out of her screen and
What?
into the out of the screen and into the Netflix menu, and then goes into like another TV show that's listed there, and then goes into the writers' room of Marvel and like sets their writing straight as like making this like meta fourth wall joke. It was really weird.
That's kind of clever. Like, I don't mind that.
It was it was cringy weird, and then goes in and like sees behind the curtain and finds this robot who's like in charge of. And look, the MCU fans are gonna hate me here because I'm like probably not doing this justice, but finds this robot who's in charge of like, you know, creating the storylines for all the Marvel universe, and then he's like giving her advice on all this weird stuff, and then like makes a joke about how the visual effects budget ran out, so then she goes from the Hulk to like a normal person, and they can't afford to like keep hulking her because they were getting criticized for their budget at one point, so they made like a meta joke about it. Yeah, bizarre. And that's it, really.
That's kind of, yeah, that reminds me of like Deadpool does that a lot, right? Kind of breaks the fourth
Yeah.
wall, and he goes and like he like talks to the script.
Yeah, he does.
Script or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like witty and clever in like small doses, but this was like, yeah, pretty egregious. And then
A little bit too much.
yeah, and then to have like a robot that was like creating all the storylines. Yeah, it was just acknowledging that there was like a robot that's creating the storylines for all the MCU. It was
Yeah,
really weird.
That's weird for the like Marvel to have a little dig at themselves.
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, the visual effects budget running out, and then it like yeah, stopping. Yeah, bizarre. But it's getting slammed in the ratings. Like it's yeah, if you Google She-Hulk ratings or reviews, it's like mostly 1 star. Exactly the same as Rings of Power. It's getting dominated. You just run out of content when you're creating that many shows.
Yeah, I feel like Marvel and all comic book movies are kind of hitting their end now.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are trying to get over it.
Just the superhero stuff, like yeah, it's had its day. I don't know what's gonna come next, but like what next big genre it's gonna be, but yeah, I think yeah, like the big movies where they bring everybody together, like just doesn't have the same impact anymore after like seeing like Endgame, for example, or Infinity War. Like once
And
it's done,
there's too many characters now. Like I can't keep up, and I can't really care about all of them.
yeah, like it's easy to care when you've just got like Iron Man, the Hulk, um, Thor. Like when you've got like 5 main ones, Captain America. It's easy to care about all those guys. But yeah, now like there's just I think there's like 100 different characters at least, right? Surely at this point.
Yeah, each with their own series and like
Mm.
crossovers and everything.
Yeah, where if you want to care about the character, you got to like invest like into a full season of a TV show or whatever. Yeah, it's too much. Like you'd spend like your whole life just catching up if you ever got behind as well.
That's true. Isn't that they're all based off comic books, obviously? So couldn't they just follow the comic books and have enough content? Because they're still going.
Yeah, I just don't think the comic books like get much viewership. Like, well, I don't think there's many people like consuming comic books these days. So, like, for example, if they brought in like a niche character from a comic book, I don't think many people are going to recognize it or care about it. Like, they'd have to set it up with a show or something, which is what they're doing. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of effort to try and fit them all in, and yeah, there's too many, way too many.
Yeah, they'll just keep hitting this cash cow pinata until the view. Like, I mean, they don't have to get like 100 million views a TV show to make money. So they'll just keep doing it, even if it becomes like not popular at all, really. But as long as they're making money, they'll just keep doing it. So,
How are they making money right now? Because it seems like all their shows aren't going too well.
I don't, especially with the streaming model, right? Like, yeah, they're just releasing it on Disney Plus. So like, all they're doing is getting money from subscriptions to Disney Plus.
I think Disney Plus is doing pretty well too. I think it's up there with Netflix.
Is it really? Wow.
Yeah, it's doing real well.
Netflix is they lost a heap of stock. Netflix, especially when
I heard that, and they're talking about putting ads back in.
Yeah, I was just about to say when they were talking about the advertisement inclusions, or bringing in advertisements.
So dumb.
So dumb. It's for the base pay model. It's like if you pay the minimum on Netflix, you'd get ads. This is how I understand it anyway. And then if you pay the premium one or whatever, then you wouldn't have ads. Don't do that. That's the worst idea ever.
Kind of defeats the purpose of streaming. It's just like watching TV.
Exactly. Yeah, I think they're just running out of money, so they're like, we need to get advertiser costs or something.
Sucks to be them.
Certainly does. Anyway, She-Hulk I will not be watching. To be fair, she looks terrible though. Like the
she's
actual,
fucked up. Oh, the
yeah.
actress.
No, well, no, no, not the actress. No, the actual visual effects where they made a joke about it or whatever. You can tell why. Like she doesn't look good. This is her in the form.
Right. Yeah, it's
Doesn't-
very cartoony.
Well, it's just kind of like just a bit basic. I don't know.
You know, there's she's got a stunt double who is 6'4" that could have played her a lot better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they could have saved on CGI budget a lot more. But maybe she couldn't act or something. But yeah,
That's a great point. I don't know. The Hulk needs to be like Eric Banner. Not what? They're all Eric Banner. What was the one I'm thinking of? Oh, I can't remember his bloody name. The actor before this Hulk.
Eric Banner.
No, I think Eric Banner's the actual Hulk, isn't he?
Eric Banner's an Australian actor.
Oh yeah, okay, I did say it right. Yeah. Eric Banner.
Yeah, he
Hulk.
played that first one, which I don't think it was that good. The first Hulk movie.
Yeah, but he looks cool.
He does look cool.
Yeah.
Like that moth. His jaw's way more square there.
Yeah, wait. It kind of looks like your head, the shape.
Thank you.
Yeah, like that's all muscle, right? Like like a cube head almost.
Get him.
I didn't mean for that to be offensive, but then I heard myself. I was like, wait, that actually sounds really offensive. No,
Yeah,
you've got like.
Didn't sound good.
Sorry. You've got like a really crazy jawline. Because, like, yeah, you're chewing gum all the time and you're training, your mouth guard, all that kind of stuff. You have a crazy jawline. Yeah, you got like the Hulk's jawline, is what I meant. I'm going to stop digging my hole now. Okay, let's stop talking about the Hulk. You have a great head, Jed, I promise.
That's not what I'm hearing.
Mr. Volkanovski, or Mr. Alexander Volkanovski, is the backup fighter for the main event for the lightweight championship.
Woohoo.
How do you reckon you'd feel being the backup?
Well, I mean, it's a different weight class, right? So,
Yeah, because he's going up a weight class from featherweight. So from 66 kilos to 70 for lightweight as a backup. So he might not even fight, but he's doing all the training and preparation for it.
yeah, I think there's probably like a 95% chance he won't fight, right? Both Islam and Charles are pretty good at pulling out of fights, though, so who knows?
I don't know, what happens if they miss weight, the other two? Is it
Yeah.
just straight to Volks?
he replaces him. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. That's a big chance then.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with Charles. Because Charles just missed weight in his last one, which is why they brought in the backup fighter. How would I feel about it in general? I don't know. I feel like it's a good opportunity for them if they are trained up. Like, if they know 8 weeks out, then it's good, right?
I feel like Nippler would be a backup fighter, just not trained, and then just get paid for it.
Just pray you
Go in
never
the ring and get the shit beat out of me.
Yeah, or just pray you never get called to actually fight.
Or just miss weight if you don't get if you actually need to fight.
Backup fighter misses weight. Yeah, I think it's good in general. Bad for Volk though, because he's just coming off hand surgery, so he definitely has not trained for 8 weeks. Because he broke his hand in the who'd he fight last? Oh, Max. Yeah, he broke his hand in the Max fight. Had surgery like 4 weeks after that, so he had the surgery like 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Be more than that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe it was. He's been recovering from a while though.
He is a beast though, so I'm sure he could get through it.
Yeah, so a 12-week recovery time on the 7th of July.
Oh, go to the X-ray.
So that's pretty broken.
I don't know what I'm
Super
looking.
broken.
I don't know what I'm looking at there.
Look at the
this
green,
bit.
where that green bit is. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So a 12-week recovery time on the 7th of July. So it's only been 12 weeks. How many days ago is that? 10 days ago? So we
Yeah,
would have
right.
only just started like hitting with it, I'm guessing. Or I'm sure he probably pushed that timeline and started hitting with it sooner. But
Maybe he's just gonna throw kicks the whole time.
yeah, or just like be a little bit out of shape. Like it's just not like you just don't want to fight either Charles or Islam under these circumstances, right? Like you'd want to pick your time and like have the full camp, all that kind of stuff.
Good on him for taking it though, being opportunistic and everything.
Yeah, it looks really good for the public as well. Like them
Yeah.
knowing that he's the backup fighter, as long as he
Yeah,
doesn't
sure.
get called to fight. Because I think both Charles and Islam destroy him.
Call in Nippler.
Yeah, do
In the
that.
ring.
You can make 70 kilos, yeah, Nippler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
he
gonna have to go
has.
through some intense cutting.
Yeah,
Might need to get liposuction.
yeah, fights next Sunday.
Yeah. Hang on, I want to pull it back. You would have to have literal cutting that have to like cut chunks off of you, leg. I don't know.
It'd be an arm and a leg, I reckon.
That giant hog of yours, maybe. That's a
That
good
can't be
20
right.
I need
kilos.
that. I need that.
Oh god. Do you reckon he could actually beat either of them though, Jetty? Be honest.
Nippler?
No, Volkanovski.
I can.
Yeah, Nippler's got this. He's
You
watched
could
a few UFC cards.
You could beat them both off, Nippler, but I don't think you could beat them up.
Hey.
A joke about myself a few podcasts ago, so hopefully no one actually listens to these.
It's just your mum, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. She actually does. And a couple blokes from work. Shout out to Tarek. Much love. Thanks, Hobie.
Edit that out. Edit that out, shit.
Yeah, do you reckon he could actually beat Islam or Charles?
Like in actual fighting, not anything weird.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Volkanovski.
Jacking people off.
Oh my god. Alex,
Maybe
Volkanovski.
that's how he broke his hand.
Oh fuck. Alright, I'm done. You guys can talk about this topic if you want to.
But Shawnee, you won some money today on the UFC.
Yeah, I did.
Unheard of.
I know.
Unheard of in the time I've known you for like 10, 15 years.
So I knew this was going to come up. So I started to tally the amount of bets I've placed and won
Yes.
in like the last 2 months.
No,
So I
not
have-
one. We need how many you won and how much
And
money
lost.
you've lost, and then yeah.
Yeah, that's
What
right.
did-
So what I did is I counted my last 100 bets and then I
What years,
counted the
Lane?
wins. Yeah.
Years.
I won't tell you the figures because it's too shameful, but you'll get a percentage of how much I win. Would you guys care to guess what the percentage is?
1%.
Whoa, 1%?
Sorry, 0.5%.
Fuck you.
Was 27 close?
What'd you say?
I said 27.
27 was close. It was 13%.
It's not
Oh,
close
wow.
at all.
I had too much faith in you.
I'm as
Shane
close
was closer.
as close as Brandon.
It was. So I win 13% of my bets. in general. There were a lot of greyhounds in there, and I dumped money pretty quickly. But yeah, it tells you the time you bet too. Like I was betting on greyhounds at like 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
It's not
why?
good, man.
Yeah, I know.
You
Anyway,
tell us.
I sit on the couch and like watch Sky Racing and just get my phone out and yeah. Anyway, it's sad. Leave me alone. But I won today, so we're good.
It's all worth it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I won $500 today. Killing it. It's probably it's the biggest win I've had in probably a couple of years, I think.
That's good, man. You needed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was a
Did that.
big multi. I don't know if you saw me legs or not, but pretty proud of that. Got me. No, it's so funny, right? So like I just told you, like 13% winning rate. But I'm convinced now that I have a system. And it's like the reason I got that win
Oh,
today
no.
is because I sat down beforehand and like took my time and like researched it without looking at the odds and blah blah blah. And now I've convinced myself that I'll win every bet as long as I follow that method.
This is dangerous.
I got 2 arguments for that.
Confident better is not good.
First argument is everyone thinks they've got a system. And then the second argument is you have a system for pokies. And that doesn't go down too well either.
Okay, no. Listen to me. So why does the word system exist? Because somebody at one point in time had a system, right?
Doesn't
So
mean
they
it's the right system.
No. Listen. So they exist. It is possible to have a system. I just found it.
No, you didn't found it. You found a system.
No. I found the system.
No, you found a system.
I found the system that
No.
defines the word system, and I swear to
No.
God,
You
13%
didn't
from
break the code. You're not
Call
out of
me-
the matrix.
call me Da Vinci, baby, because I've broken this code. I'm telling you. From today onwards, I'll start tracking my bets, and next weekend, I'll tell you that I'm at 100%.
Windows
Do
98 is
Do
the
not
system.
bet
No one
until
uses
next
that.
weekend.
I'm telling you, boys, I found it. I've got the system.
Oh God, he's so arrogant. Someone
Confident.
needs to stop him.
Confident. It's a
No,
fine line.
arrogance.
No. It's a fine line, but there's a difference. This is confidence, baby. And evidence-based, well-founded confidence. After today's win, I've earned it.
If you can't back up confidence with facts, and 13% is a fact, but the wrong fact, then you're arrogant. You're not confident.
You're only as good as your last bet. All right? And I am golden right now.
That's right. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know you were only as good as your last bet. That's my bad.
It might be like 14% now after today's win.
Probably less, yeah. So if it went... Oh, yeah, it would be 14%, yeah. If I counted today's. I didn't count today's, yeah.
Oh, so you undersold yourself, Shawnee. That's what
I
you're
did
saying.
undersell myself for a fact. Yeah, I was like, I won't count today's one. I'll work back. I was gonna start counting the money, but yeah, no, that would be bad.
Don't do that, man. I'd be worried for your mental health if you ever counted the money.
100%. Yeah, I was like naive enough to think to myself today. I was like, you just want $500. Maybe you've just covered all of your losses.
I doubt that.
No, not even close. Yeah, but I'm just gonna convince myself, you know.
And did you break it down by like what you bet on? So do you have a specialty, or is it the UFC better than greyhounds, or
All of my wins were UFC. Like I'd had maybe 1 or 2 horse wins, no greyhound wins in there. Like how crazy is that? There were only a handful of greyhound bets, like maybe like 15 to 20, but no wins.
nice?
Yeah, no, I need to avoid them. And even in the UFC days where like I've got wins there, it's just like a win and then loss, win. Like it's so silly. I just need to not bet.
But you have a system now, so you're fine.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm perfect now. So I'm going to be doing an hour of study before every UFC event, and I'm never going to pick a fight wrong again. It's going to be perfect.
You got this, man.
Most of the time, your problem is that you know who's going to win. You know enough about UFC to know who's going to win, but you place the risky bet.
Yeah, because the odds. Yeah, like you get
You're an idiot.
Yeah, true. So, thanks, mate. I was gonna say Jed would be the same. Like Jed would have the same level of knowledge as I would, and like be able to pick the wins just as consistently. But
I
yeah,
would
like
love Jed to gamble and you to gamble just for like the next 4 UFC events and see who wins more money.
No, I would.
I'm
I
down.
would,
I'd love
I
to
would-
see that.
I would actually off myself at the results.
You both start with $50 for each fight, or each fight night,
Card.
each card, and yeah, at the end of 4 weeks we see who has more.
Would you jump in as well, Niffler?
Sure, I'll jump in. We'll all do it, and I guarantee you, Sean is going to have the least amount of money.
Well, I'm gonna be out after the first fight if you don't put like a limit on how much you can put on per fight. So maybe we'll do like $5 limits on bets
On each fight.
on like per fight. Yeah.
And does it compound to the next week or to the next card, or do you just reset it after that?
I reckon just reset because Sean's not going to have any money.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Card.
I'm gonna lose the $50 each card. Fuck. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. So $50 for the next and the main cards, right? Or do you want to do it per week?
Let's
Each
just do the main
week.
cards.
Main
Yeah.
cards. Okay. All right. So next weekend is the first one.
All right, cool. We'll set that
Done.
up.
We'll report back on this. Oh, perfect.
Easy.
All right. Enough about me. You're making me feel self-conscious.
What's going on with St Kilda coach Nippler?
He got sacked.
Wait, Nippler brought up a topic?
No, Jed wrote
Oh.
this down. Yeah, he got sacked. I don't know
Another
what else to
AFL
say
coach
about him.
sacked.
This one was weird though because they extended his contract at the beginning of the year because they were going pretty well, and then they just fell apart. So they fired him at the end of the season.
Right. So they blaming him for like the team's performance or something?
Yeah, it seems that way.
It wouldn't be a fun job, I don't reckon, being an AFL coach.
So much pressure, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hard disagree.
Oof.
Like what could you possibly be doing?
What do you mean?
You're just a
Tell
coach.
them
Like
to kick better.
yeah, exactly. Like you've got like assistant people there, and like all the people under you know how to play. You just give them like a hard speech when
But-
they're down at halftime, and
But the team's not going well. You're the one who, bears the burden.
yeah, but you don't really like everyone knows the players are shit. They don't really blame the coach, do they? Like how much impact could
They,
a coach
they
actually have?
always
It's not
blame
like
the
rugby,
coach.
man. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lot more. I think there's a bit more coaching that might go into it than.
But that's
If-
just
if
silly.
I
players-
wouldn't say
if
rugby,
players
but
aren't
yeah.
performing well, they usually blame the coach, not the player.
That doesn't make any sense. Like how much could a coach actually do? Like he's not going to be on the field kicking goals. You know?
You got all the tactics though. You like do whoever's matching up on who, where players should be, like just general tactics. Yeah,
game
there's
plan.
there's heaps, man. Yeah,
No,
they,
you'd have
and they do everything like the program as well. They got to assist with that. They got to say like who's drafting, all that as well. So they got to be involved with everything. They got to face the media. Yeah,
sounds pretty crazy to me, to be honest. You're gonna have
Alrighty.
Would crumble in a high pressure job like that.
me.
You've been in a media conference and get asked the easiest question. They'll be like, "Hey, Sean, why are you underperforming?" And you would just panic. You'd start sweating bullets.
It's something really sad. I'll get in like a Teams meeting at work at the moment. There'll be like 6 people, and I'm like my voice will shake, and I get real nervous. Yeah, look, I'd probably crumble in front of her, in front of a mic.
the classic Sean testy pops.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Fuck you both. Yep. Fine. So are they gonna hire a new one? Obviously, I guess. Right.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna hire Jed's old coach. Well, the coach of Jed's old team.
Yeah, but the
Ross
funny
Lyon.
thing was the guy's name's Ross Lyon, but he also used to coach St Kilda, who just fired their coach, and he walked out on them halfway through a season, I think, as well.
Oh.
Now they want him back.
The AFL coaches stuff is very incestual.
Excuse you?
Incestual, like they're all like kind of like amongst each other's teams and moving
Yeah,
around a
they
lot.
move around a lot. There's not
Okay.
that many like new coaches. They just recycle.
Well, I didn't know AFL could be any more boring. Thanks for making that even more boring, boys. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Have you boys seen the US dollar at the moment compared to our Aussie dollar?
Certainly have.
$1.61 Australian to $1 US.
Crazy.
Jesus. Wow.
Literally, yeah, 49 cents.
We are very lucky we went on holidays in the US when we did a few years ago.
Seriously,
yeah.
like, wait another 12 months and their dollar's gonna fucking just tank and crash. So, like, it goes up because they raise their interest rates and, like, make the economy healthy, but their interest rates are way too high. Like, it's not sustainable. That's what everyone's saying anyway.
Might be the smartest thing I've heard you say.
Did you hear my rant at the start of the podcast about Andrew Tate? That was pretty intelligent, wasn't it?
Not really.
Oh,
It's
too
okay.
emotional?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, fine, fuck you both. What'd you say? We wouldn't have survived when we were over there? Is that what you said?
Well, I wouldn't have.
We were
What?
pretty poor anyway on that trip back in 2011.
20 the no, it'd be 2014 or 2015.
7 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we were poor as shit when the dollar was doing okay. we would be fucked if we went now.
Yeah, I think the dollar was at like 90 cents when we were there, right? Or even higher.
Wasn't too bad, yeah.
Yeah. This is crazy though. But that's insane. Like 40 cents. 45, well, what is it? 49 cents at the moment, the other way. It's like
Yeah.
one Australian dollar will buy you 49 cents over there. But that's mental.
We would need it would have like, instead of having 6 fillet fish a day at Macca's to survive, would have maybe 1.
Yeah, we literally just live off fillet of fish. Oh god. But yeah, like everything that I've heard, I need to look into it a little bit more. But everything that I've heard is like predicting the US dollar to crash, and then like even worse, like people are, because it's the global currency at the moment. People are predicting that because like the international currency is the US dollar. Everybody trades in the US dollar. People are predicting that it'll crash so bad and become so weak that like a different fiat-backed currency, so like something that's actually like backed by gold, for example, will have to take over, like China's dollar.
What about Dogecoin?
Yes,
Fucking
make
hell!
that the world standard.
Wait, have I given you guys this speech when I was drunk once? I think I have. About the US dollar crashing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I do remember it.
Yeah. Sorry. All right. I won't say
Maybe
it
I
again.
suppressed it out of my head, but yeah.
I think you said they were going to not base it on gold or something, or they're going to go back to basing it on gold.
Yeah, back to basing it on gold. Yeah, and then because China owns like 80% of the world's gold, yeah, they'll be like the ruling leader in currency worldwide. So anyway, that's the apocalypse.
Did you hear that on Alex Jones?
Yeah, probably. No, I didn't. But yeah, like, because it's not our dollar getting worse; it's their dollar getting better, and it's like it's not feasible that it got that better that quick.
Maybe they're just really good with money.
No, dude.
They're not.
Stop.
Maybe printing money unlimitedly does work.
Yeah. That's called inflation. And we're getting fucked by that at the moment. So yeah, anyway, whatever. They just haven't been scared to raise the interest rates. But that's happening to us too. Like it's happening to the whole world. So as ours go up, the dollar will, like, the difference in dollar will shorten too.
I'm
So
sure they've got it sorted.
yeah. I wouldn't have that much faith in like the powers that be. Nobody at any level, in any role, knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
You could, like you could be a CEO, you could be the coach of an AFL team, you could be a fucking checkout chick at McDonald's. Nobody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, no one actually knows how to make the economy better.
Exactly.
They can
Everyone-
take punts at it, but
Yeah, everyone looks beside them, above them, and just assumes other people know what the fuck they're doing, and just kind of goes about their day. That's what's happening with the economy. Nobody has a clue.
and the people who are leaders aren't the nerdy guy, doing all the numbers. It's the confident guys just like, yeah, let's fucking raise inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's pump it up.
Yeah, it's the Donald Trumps, the bloody, I keep saying his name, Andrew Tates. They own all the shit, right?
Yeah, the top 1% or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know. Buy some gold bars, hide it
Bury
in
it in your
floor.
backyard. Yeah.
Yeah, do something, because pretty soon your money's not going to mean shit. And you guys are about to get a mortgage, so congrats. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Have you guys seen the trailer for the new upcoming horror movie, Vegan?
No, but I love horror movies. I didn't know this existed.
So I'll give you the plot for it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much this daughter and the parents buy her an AI robot, and then they become friends, and the AI robot becomes overly attached and jealous to her, to the daughter, and ends up killing people who are mean to her or trying to separate the two. And I'm just wondering, why can't you two be that good of friends?
It
that
looks
was
like
good, Johnny.
pretty realistic, but just fake enough to be super creepy.
It's just a good friend.
You've never, don't act all high and mighty. You've never murdered anyone for me, and I've asked several times for you to murder Sean.
I have had a few physical altercations with others.
On your behalf.
But not the ones I asked you to.
Yeah, not me specifically. He's talking about Jed.
I'm just saying, Megan is a better friend than you guys are.
Yeah, I'm not
That is
denying it.
true, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
She's always there for me.
What, you have one?
Yeah, no, she would be always there for me. I like you scrubs.
So you don't want to confirm or deny whether or not you own a doll girl? A female doll?
No comment.
I
He
think you
definitely
might,
has
but
a little
Yeah.
sex doll.
probably a little less animated, but face still looks as shocked.
It will blow up.
Yeah. We actually want to talk. I mean, that movie. I mean, it doesn't sound good. I don't know. The description of the movie. It sounds like Chucky,
Yeah, like a friendly Chucky. Yeah.
but less
Friendly.
friendly.
Oh, friendly to one person. I don't think Chucky's friendly to anyone.
Yeah, he was. I think in the first movie, he was friends. I can't remember the actual storyline now. He was friends with Andy in the first movie, and then wanted to kill him in the rest.
That's not
Anyway,
very friendly, is it?
okay, whatever.
You want too much out of friendships.
All I'm asking is for you to kill someone for me. How hard
Give
is
me a
that?
name.
If it means
Give me a
to
name.
Sean.
Oh, stop it! I'm gonna
We
have to
should
get a
team
Megan.
up.
No, I'm gonna have to get my own Megan doll to defend myself against you two. Oh god! And my doll won't be like yours, Jed. Okay, mine. Yeah.
He's gonna get one of the super realistic ones.
Oh god.
What's going on with Blink 182?
Oh yeah, they're touring, but they released a video. This won't take too long, but I'll show you. They released a like a tour advertisement video. And
If
it's
I'm
pretty
being
funny.
totally
It's a good
honest,
one.
I cannot stop thinking about them coming.
I've tried hundreds of different ways to make them come.
Every night, I pray for them to come.
My husband and I would love to watch them come.
Yeah, that's funny, right?
Fuck, they look old now. They
Oh,
are
yeah.
old now.
They are really old. Yeah.
They dress young though. They dress like they're in their early 20s.
Yeah, like the tennis headband. Oh, is that a headband? No, it's a hat.
It's a hat. It's a backwards hat and a dog tag.
Yeah, they're a little
Surely
bit
that's
too old.
you, isn't it? Trying to act cool with
Hey.
all the Gen Zers.
What's with the Sean hate today? Fucking hell. First the Tater Tots. I wake up to the Tater Tots attacking me, and now I'm getting threatened to be killed by
Yeah,
your
we-
bloody
We
robot.
actually took the Tater Tut's side in the argument.
Oh, fantastic. You did too, actually, yeah. And then you threatened to sick your robot sex dolls on me. And now you're saying I look old.
Hey, that would be a good time if we got our sex dolls. What do you-
Oh, and I'd slip over as I run away. Anyway.
Oh no.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's the video. That's good advertisement, right?
Are you gonna see them?
No.
It wasn't that good then, was it?
Do you think Blink 182 is for me?
It's not Ed Sheeran, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could imagine you listening to it, right? Like you're into metal and, I mean, rock and pop. Well, maybe not pop. Whatever, no.
182 isn't metal at all.
No, I mean, it's alternate music genre, right? Metal, and so
It's
is
punk.
punk. So is
Yeah.
punk. They're both alternates, you know.
I do like them, yes.
Yeah, see, there you go. I was right. So you're going to
Right.
apologize, Nippler?
No, because they're not metal.
But he liked them. That was my point. I said you would like them because you like metal and alternate music, and he agreed. So apologize.
I'm sorry, Sean. You're right.
Thank you. Fucking hell.
Do you want to go on my sex doll?
Yes, please.
I'll send it over.
Cheers.
Yeah, go over to Sean's place.
Moving on.
Yeah, please.
So there was a fishing competition in America. Massive scandal over there, I think.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah. 2 fishermen got busted for hiding weights in their fish to make them heavier. And the prize was 30K, and the people were outraged,
Yeah.
Oh, that's so smart.
They get really cranky though.
They get so cranky.
Super
so
smart,
now
though.
they're fist bumping. Yeah, they still look happy. They haven't been caught yet.
No.
Oh, here we go. They're checking the fish.
Why would they check him though?
It's not happy.
Just think about how they got them in there without cutting the fish, by the way.
I'd hope through the mouth, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you probably end it there, but they're like, I don't know how it got in there.
Yeah.
Swallow those weights.
Yeah.
It slipped and fell on it. I swear.
Oh, do you like the headline? There's hook, lying, and sinker.
No.
That's good. That is quality.
Give them a raise.
It's actually really good. Hook, lying, and sinker. Nice. Hey, look, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah?
Yeah,
There's
man,
no-
just out there hustling.
Yeah, there's no time for a moral compass in your fishing comps. It's 30 grand. Do what you got to do.
And supposedly it was like the second time they've been busted for cheating, and then the organizers or someone wanted them to take a polygraph test, like a lie detector, and they wouldn't take it.
Okay, it might be time for them to consider a new profession. Like stopping their
You
fish.
can't get caught doing that and then do it again.
No. Which makes sense why they cut the fish open this time.
I wonder what tipped the people off to go check the fish and cut it open.
Like if they've cheated before and then like win another comp, like I'd be cutting open their fish as well.
I'm sure you could feel it too. Like if you held the fish, I'm sure you could feel the weight.
Yeah. What's that rattling? What's that noise?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they must have just like shoved the weights up their butt, right?
You
It's
sure it
through
wouldn't go down the
Why
mouth?
would they? Why would they go for the butt?
Oh, I don't know. Just thought. Okay, all right. It turns out there's more than one way to get weights inside a fish. I didn't think about the mouth. Yeah, my bad. What do you mean?
Do it
you
your
think
way.
about the mouth?
Do it your way, man. That'd be great if we were all doing this scam and then we just look over at Sean shoving the weights up the arse.
It's like fingering a fish's butt.
Yeah. Just warming it up first.
It's like, where are the weights, Sean? It's like, what weights? Oh,
Jeez.
yeah. I would definitely be banned from fishing comps. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, not for the cheating.
For the molestation.
Yeah,
It's like,
for
don't
the
put that
cheating of
fish.
Lane.
Yeah. Don't put the fish back in afterwards. Kill the fucking thing.
No.
Tell the rest of the fish what happened.
It's like a little fish, like AA, where they're going and like talking about their trauma. They're all in a circle talking about how they got fished up by Sean and what happened to them. Oh my god, next topic, please. I need a cold shower after this. Far out.
The YouTuber Gun put out a new video about bricklayers, and I thought it summed up Nippler's brother brilliantly.
Just the caption.
Perfect.
Alright, let's do this.
Seriously, the only requirement they had when I signed up was can you put on a fluorescent yellow shirt every day without getting your head stuck
You
in
can't
the
tell me
armhole,
this isn't
which
Kai.
is surprisingly quite a
No,
high
this is
barrier
Tate.
of entry for
He
some
might have
blokes.
consulted on this
You
video,
know,
actually.
the most important one being that a bricklayer's efficiency is directly tied to how close they
There's
are
not
to
enough
alcohol
cigarettes
induced
though,
blackout.
and his teeth are
Okay,
too
so when
wide.
you see old mate pull
That
up
is
to
true.
work here in the morning, absolutely fuck-eyed listening to Crazy Frog,
No one
just look
throwing
the
a brick
other way,
at him.
mate. Let him do what
Yeah.
he's going to do, you know? If he could read that, he would be pissed. Yeah, because that's the other thing, mate. Trying to find a bricklayer that can read or write is like trying to find a Macca's with a working frozen cake machine. They're as rockin' horse shit. It's their greatest weakness. Yeah, mate, I'd just be lying here if I said most of my time wasn't spent down here, you know? It's pretty much the only thing that makes the rest of the fucking job worth it. It
That's
really is
better.
the perfect
There's the
place,
beer.
mate, you know? Coming down, having a feed, sinking some piss, filing your taxes, glasses. Yeah, I meant that one, but it's a rite of passage, you know? It's in the rule book. You're not a real bricklayer until you've glassed some kid down the pub.
Oh, it's a great
Dude.
Northern too.
Today I found out that like Kai's personality is actually molded around his profession.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, it is.
holy crap! I thought, yeah, Kai was Kai, but he's a bricklayer. No, Kai's the bricklayer.
Kai
Damn.
just is the embodiment of a bricklayer. If he chose a different profession, he would just
Yeah.
be that.
This is like perfectly accurate. Poor Kai, great bloke, but far out. Definitely related to you, Nibbler.
Hey, take that back.
Oh god.
You know, they don't have internet at their place, my brother, but they got Netflix. So now they like hotspot off their mobile phone and watch Netflix. But if they watch it at 1080p, they don't have enough internet to watch a movie. So they watch Netflix on their big TV at 420.
Oh my god.
Low resolution.
They'd be so drunk they wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyway.
That is true.
But far out. That's a classic Kai story.
There was a massive game of college football today. Tennessee versus Alabama. So Alabama is like a massive football college in the States. Yeah. Never beat them in ages. And on their home field, finally beat them with a field goal. Pretty much what happened is they were 49-0. Alabama missed a field goal. And
Wait, is this a Super Bowl or something?
Fireworks.
Why are there so many people?
it's colleges and football is just massive over there. And then so they're massive like rivals as well. Home game for Tennessee. They haven't beat them in ages either. And then the way the game went as well, like Alabama with about 20 seconds left was about to win, missed the field goal. Tennessee gets down the other end of the field, kicks the field goal at like the very end, and this is the celebration.
Dude.
Wow, they rushed the field.
Yeah, crazy. And then it's pretty funny. So they get so excited. The next celebration, they like ended up celebrating, knocking the goalpost down and like riding it down the river and shit. Like taking it out of the
Seriously?
stadium. Yeah. So click on the other video. And you can see
Imagine
like
if you know one person being arrested. Imagine being that guy on the field and they choose you.
Yeah. There's like there's like 10,000 people there. They pick you. Also, it's a souvenir.
That's so good.
Yeah, so they're riding the goalpost now. Like taking
This
it
is-
down and riding it.
This is what I was hoping for at the Parramatta Grand Final, by the way. Parramatta to win it, that's what it is. Look at
That
them
could have been
go.
you, Shorty.
I know. Oh, they're marching it down the street?
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's next level. And that's college. That's not even like full-blown NFL.
The college is more crazy over there.
Yeah, right. Wait, they threw it in the
Love
lake?
throwing it in the river. That's so good. That's like drunk hive mind thinking.
Yeah, like
No one
one
just
person-
one person was like, "We should throw it in the river." Everyone's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." We should."
It's like, follow me, I know where I'm going. Everyone just follows. Look at how many people were in that crowd, though. I've never seen a crowd that big. Even like AFL Grand Finals don't get that big. Where was it?
It's Tennessee.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
And they all rush the field. Yeah, home game after the siren, pretty much.
Far out. That's awesome. That's unreal.
Against a massive rival. They haven't been ages.
Yeah. You can tell because like the entire crowd is Tennessee.
Yeah, and there's only like 5 security guards.
Yeah. Imagine if you were an Alabama supporter and you were in that crowd. You'd be like just going shirtless. Every shirtless person in here is an Alabama
Have to
supporter.
take a shirt off.
Yeah, they're just like in the crowd hiding. Like this bloke right here that falls over. That's an Alabama supporter for sure.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Awesome video.
That's
That's cool.
crazier than when Buddy Franklin kicked his Falcons goal.
Oh, way crazier.
Way crazy. They didn't steal the goalpost with that one.
Should have.
We should, yeah, next time.
It was like mid-game though. At least they had the courtesy of waiting.
Yeah, polite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 protesters have thrown tomato soup on a Vincent Van Gogh sunflower painting to stop oil.
Yeah, we'll protest it, right?
Was it
Yeah.
an oil painting?
I think so.
Yeah, everyone was freaking out thinking it was just like straight on it. There is glass there. I found out.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
freaking out wasn't freaking out, but
I know what you mean, yeah. Thinking it's straight onto the painting. But like that reaction, I reacted the exact same way. I was like, holy shit, they just ruined a Van Gogh painting. But like that's the point of their protest, is like somebody ruining an old painting catches the attention of people more so than what we're doing to the environment. That's like the point of their protest, I guess.
I think the frame's got slight damage to it now as well.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. But those frames as well are usually vintage and really, really old and expensive.
What is worth more?
Yeah, I was wondering what they were doing here. I think it's super glue.
Yeah, they're super
Is it
gluing
worth
themselves.
more than food?
It's,
Worth
I just,
more than just
I
I mean,
don't
they have a
Are you
good
more
point, but this
concerned
probably
about
isn't the
the
way to
protection?
get it across.
yeah. It's just so cringy. I don't know why. Just the speech, like I get it. I appreciate the message, but I don't know. It's just gonna turn people off more so than it is like, who are you really gonna recruit to your cause with this speech? I don't know.
They can't even afford to heat a tin of soup.
So that's my big beef with it. She like complains about that, but then she's like throws it on the painting. Like, what a waste.
The irony.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
You
can't
could give
even
that to
afford.
someone.
She might eat the soup afterwards. You don't
She
know that.
better fucking eat that soup.
Or like redonate it. Yeah, there is irony there, right? Like they can't afford a tin of soup, but I'm gonna waste 2 on this painting. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I get the point of it, right? You want to fix global warming and blah blah blah, but
Problem is, in like 100 years, when we're living in a, wasteland because of climate change, they're going to be seen as the heroes, and we'll be seen as the bystanders.
you think so? To be fair, like she represents us. Like she represents you, me, Jed. Like, yeah, like we're not the 1% she's attacking. The 1% don't care though. Like we can't do anything about it. Like, yeah, we might be able to carpool and whatever. We're not going to make an actual impact when they're like fracking for oil or.
Yeah, anything we do won't actually have much of an impact. It's the massive corporations and
Yeah, I don't know.
Question.
Hmm.
Did the super glue do anything? Or what's the point of the super glue?
Just so that they can't like forcefully
Yeah.
remove them because they'll
Like,
hurt
it still
them.
can.
Like they,
it'll just hurt them a lot.
Yeah.
well, you're not allowed.
You
Like
can't do that, yeah.
What do you mean they
Yeah.
can't do that?
you can't like.
That's
you
like
can't
when
just-
people chain themselves to trees so they don't knock over the tree.
Fucking rip them
knock
out.
over the tree.
Yeah.
You just kill
What's
the
wrong with-
person.
You wouldn't kill, like, you're not going to kill them by removing them from gluing
No,
them.
but you've assaulted them.
They've assaulted themselves.
Well, not really. Like I guess because
Yeah, no.
yeah, like if you know the paint's there and it's going to hurt them to remove them, then you can't
That's their own fault.
legally.
That's
Yeah.
really silly.
So they've got like the cops have a special formula now in America for this exact thing to remove paint from hands.
Do they just pull them?
No, it's like some solution. It takes like 30 seconds and it'll dissolve the glue.
I hope it dissolves their hand.
Oh my god! Yeah, no sympathy.
What do you
No
mean? They did it to themselves. That is so dumb.
Doesn't mean you can.
They deserve everything not
I
everything.
mean,
but
you
they
can
deserve-
perform physical harm with them because they super glued their hand.
What if you try and remove them and their hand hurts a little bit from getting pulled off the wall? That's the consequences they should have thought about beforehand.
I think it would hurt more than a little bit, depending on
Yeah,
how
I
much
guess-
glue it was.
That's their own fault. They've got to take accountability. Their
They
actions.
weren't expecting to be ripped off.
What were they expecting then?
Hang on. Sorry, I might mediate. They might be expecting it, right? But like the thing is like the security guards literally just couldn't do it. They would get sued. They'd get in trouble. So like it's effective for the point.
If I stand in the middle of the road on a highway, am I expected to not get hit by a car?
Hang on. It's not an argument of whether or not you should pull them off the wall. More about like they just can't.
You can.
No, well, yeah, you
Get in-
could.
Get in massive amounts of trouble.
Yeah, like you can't because you'll get sued or fired
Fucking
or.
soft society.
Yeah, look, that's pretty fucking stupid. Considering if there wasn't a bit of glass on that, they would have just ruined like $100 million painting. And then you're worried about their hand.
Do you reckon they sussed it out, the glass, beforehand? Or do you reckon they were just like, do you reckon they knew there was glass in there?
No way. She was shaking like crazy in her speech. That there's no way.
She's like, I fucked up.
Yeah, like they would be terrified. Although this one's keeping it pretty chill. She smoked some weed or something beforehand. I don't know, but she's feeling the weight of the moment. I confirmed like 3 times. It's a 100% got a glass cover. Like the painting's fine.
Yeah, you can see the glass.
Yeah. And that end, they rarely keep the real ones out there. They're usually fakes on display.
right.
Like the Mona Lisa hasn't been on display for like decades.
Interesting.
Yeah, it always gets pulled back into whatever in the vaults. Because for people like this, they do that with alcohol at liquor stores as well. If the liquor's above like $1,000 a bottle, it's usually out the back, and what's on display is fake.
I wouldn't know.
Well, me either. True story though.
Nicholas' dad would. We'll ask him what it's like.
Really?
Yeah.
You reckon your dad spent $1,000 on a bottle before?
For sure.
Yeah, he would have.
For a
Fuck.
whiskey. Or a wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not wine, but whiskey.
You know Steve.
Yeah, true. Anybody who listens to this podcast knows the name of every single person in Nippler's family.
We do make a lot of comments about them with assumed knowledge. I think a lot of people I can understand.
Yeah, true. Episode 10 done. Believe it or not, we're actually going to make it to episode 11. Maybe. Episode 11 might be a little bit delayed. Nippler and I are down in Melbourne on Sunday, so who knows when episode 11 will go out. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit a like. Maybe leave a Tater tots. Leave a comment.
Tater tots. Please
Come
get
at us.
involved.
Yeah, get involved. We appreciate the engagement. Thanks,
Sean's
boys.
personal mobile number is 04.
Alright, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for listening, everyone. Peace.
Catches.